Alright, everybody, we have a 2v2 show match. Frank and Ed versus Matt and Jeen. Best of the 9 RA2 series. Just waiting to confirm that everybody's ready, and then we'll go. Alright, here we go, boys. Let's change this thing. I will put up $30 for the winners. So 15 for each. So what do we have here, boys? We have blue player as Matt, and Jeen is the purple player, so it will be left versus right. We have Frank top right, and we have Ed bottom right. What are the factions? Frank is going as USA, Ed as Iraq. We have Jeen going as Iraq, and Matt going as USA as well. So no shenanigans yet. Pretty standard builds. Would be interesting to see if these bottom players will move to the mid, if they will contest each other on the mid. Ed is closer to these gems. Ed gets one minor drone, and Jeen takes care of Ed's drone. Moving his MCV to build down. 3 rhinos coming in, one gets droned, and Ed might get 2 miners. No, gets only 1.5 HP. He's coming in from Frank. No anti-air for Jeen. Can he get it? He will get this. Warfuck, he doesn't. 1 HP. Most action is happening at the bottom. Jeen on the offensive. Ooh, one tank gets split up in the pathing. And now Rocky's coming in from Matt. No anti-air for Ed. Rocky's coming in from Frank to help out. One miner will go down in the ore refinery as well. And Matt going in on the miners from Frank. Looks like Jeen and Matt are doing pretty well. Frank is going in. Matt forced to retreat. War factory will go down. MCV goes down. Will Matt retaliate and will Frank be able to defend? Spanks are suiciding. Frank's MCV goes down. The elite is still alive from Matt. And looks like Frank has been defeated. And Ed also. It is a 1-0 for Matt and Jeen. Alright, here we go. Game number 2 in this best of the 9. Frank and Ed versus Matt and Jeen on Dorado Descent. Jeen, Iraq, bottom left, and we have Matt as America, bottom right. So it will be top versus bottom. And we have Ed as Iraq top right, and we have Frank as America top left. How will these players play on Dorado? Will they go double war factory? Will they have a different build? Frank going AFC first. Interesting. And the Harrier. His target. Patriot missile from Matt. One tank gets droned. So no double war factory from either players. Add on 2 miners. Matt is on 2 miners. MCV cell from Matt. Adds tanks. I was gonna say they were gonna get sandwiched, but looking good for Ed and Frank. Frank coming in at the top while Ed is bullying at the bottom. What's Matt doing? This looks like a GG for Frank and Ed.
Player defeated. Player defeated.
1-1. Let's go jungle then. Jungle of Vietnam. Welcome back, Max. What do we have here, boys? Jeen as a rack, bottom left. And Matt will be top left with America. So it will be left versus right. We have Frank as America. And Ed as Iraq, bottom right. Didn't I change? Oh, I didn't change the title. Yeah. You're right, Max. I haven't. Yeah, I'll change it after this one. Thanks for letting me know, bro. Taking care of that drone in his base, and ooh, Gene gets the drone as well. So no minor drones till now. Damn, bro. Woke up at at 4 in the afternoon, bro. Damn. Casual is messed up, Bev. So Matt is on 6 minors. So is Ed. 7 minor out for Matt. How's it going at the top between Frank? Gene is at bottom left. How's it going at the top between Matt and Frank? Ooh, power drop in Frank's base. Spy? From who? Where's that spy? Definitely heard a spy. Yo, Gubs! My man, how you doing, bro? Minor night tonight? There's the spy. 8ish PST. I'm gonna see if I'm still around to raid you gobs. Can't make any promises though. Not sure if I'm gonna survive it that long. So Frank did get the War Factory spied in. So he is getting veterans from the War Factory. Jeen is focusing on Frank while Frank is attacking Matt. MCV goes down. Meanwhile, Jeen is winning at the bottom right. Looks like Ed will hold on. Oh, goats. So it does looks like the right side will win. Frank and Ed doing an amazing job. Frank getting the spy in as well. Elite IV will take care of a lot of these buildings. MCV will go down. Two elites get droned,
Player defeated.
but it's not enough. Frankenant takes it, and it's 2-1. PHC is OP. Told to speak will be the fourth map of this series. Frank on the left and double rainbow. Frank on the left, and we have Ed at the bottom. So it will be left and bottom versus top and right. And everybody's gone with America except for Ed, sticking with Iraq. Bonnie's from Ed. And the drone. Ooh, sneaky. One more, and it goes down. Let's see. Ed sells MCV. Sneaky, sneaky Jeen. Might have it. And now Ed is going towards Jeen's base. Wolf actually doesn't go down. 1 HP. Now it goes down. No War Factory for Jeen. Oh, this is all base trading, boys. MCV sell from Frank. So Jeen will go down. Ed will go down. So who's left? Matt. But Ed goes down, so no more tanks. Yep. Matt will take this. Surely. Just a matter of time. This is all Frank's got. Night talk from Matt. Nighthawks from Matt. He's just trolling. Another one. And we're all tied up, boys. A lot of base trades, and Matt and Jeen came out on top.
Yo, my friend Dofus. Uh,
Yo, Pef in the
yo,
house.
this is the first time uh, I'm doing co-casting,
I have
and
to write it down. Co-caster, madman.
so we have Frank, Gene, Ed, and Matt, who is way too high. These all four players, they've done it all, and we are watching uh, very high-level games. And
That's right, Pef. That's right. And the next map will be Desert Island.
Desert Island, yeah. The score is 2-2 right now,
Correct. We're
I
all
think.
tied up. Best at a 9. So first to 5 will win it. Let's see.
Player defeated.
So we have top left, who is Matt, and we have Ed bottom left, and we have bottom right, who is Frank, Lucifer, and then we have Gene top right. So it
Correct.
looks like Gene is going Allied this time, Dofus, and so
Let's
we have two Allies and two Soviets, and it looks like Matt is going Soviet, so they've changed the factions.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So it's gonna be top versus bottom, right? Yeah, top versus
Yeah,
bottom.
and right now the players are scouting, and this is something I've mentioned many times that scouting is the most important part of the game because if you don't scout, you have no idea what to expect and what your enemy is planning to do. So scouting is a must. And right now, all four players they are mining the gyms, and we are waiting for the war factories to come up and wait for their first move. So it looks like we have drones from Ed and Matt sneaking around from top left and bottom left.
Well, they got a miner. Sentry gun out from Matt.
Yeah, both players they are making minors. Ed and Matt and Gene, Frank, they're going minors as well. And no FC so far from the players.
One miner gets droned from Matt, but he already built his service depot.
And there's a very nice service, very quick one.
Preemptive service depot from Matt.
So it looks like Frank is moving his MCV towards middle, assumed to get these gyms in the middle at bottom left. And Frank is now making a move going middle with his IV to counter those Rocketeers. So we are 2 minutes into the game and already lots of things happening. We have Rocketeers from Gene and Frank. Meanwhile, we have Ed and Matt sitting in their base, but looks like Ed is going to get the gyms at the cliffside, left side of the map. And meanwhile, Frank is out rocketeering Gene, but
Patriot missile.
Gene has a anti-air, very nice rocketeer control from Frank, and he has IV and grease tanks killing that war factory.
Just gonna get
So
it. Yep.
no more war factory from Gene, and very nice ref from Frank in the middle, taking the gyms, all three miners mining gyms, and we have a paragraph from Gene in Frank's base, but Frank sees it. Meanwhile, Matt is camping, and Ed is trying to do something. He's going from the cliffside
Going for the
from
miners.
left. Yeah, it looks like Matt is in trouble. He's losing his miners. He lost at least two miners, and we have a base trade going on to this. And looks like Gene is coming in as well to assist Matt in its base. But damage has been done to Gene because he's losing his MCV, barrack, no war factory at all.
They are taking each other out though.
This looks like a base trade from all 4 players. So much stuff going on to us. It's just
Oh wow.
too insane.
But Frank will be the ultimate victor on this, on all these base trades.
It looks like Frank has his MCV and War Factory as well. So I think Frank and Ed are going to win this one.
Matt is going to the mid. He has an elite Rhino though.
There's no anti-air from Jeen or Matt.
The Rockies will win it then, yeah.
Player defeated.
Frank has lots of Rocketeers killing those Rhinos of Matt. That was very intense game too.
That was intense. Nice base trading.
Player defeated.
But Frank and Ed will take it.
So the score is 3-2. Now
Correct for Frank and Ed. Very good game.
it looks like Matt is asking for Hack Freeze Over. Very classic map.
Gonna redo Hack. They already played it once. It's like we're
It
gonna.
looks like Frank agrees to Hack Freeze Over. And Nick is saying Frank carrying Ed that game.
Alright. Max. Here you go. Not much going on in the lobby chat, Max, but no worries. I wanted to show off the score screen so I can put in co-caster Madman, of course, you know. This is the first time I want to remember it.
And this is the first time ever my co-casting debut on Doofus stream. And you have a very nice stream, Doofus. You have done lots of work and keep up the good work, my friend.
Player defeated.
You too, bro. I watch your stream every day, bro.
Thanks. So we have top left Ed, and we have top right who's Frank Lucifer, and we have Matt. So this time Matt is going Allied and Jeen is going Soviet.
True. Now we did see in the chat, Frank and Ed are swapping. So let's see. Ed will be facing Matt and Jeen will be facing Frank.
Correct.
Interesting
It
to
looks
see.
like Ed, he made his power plant into his next to his MCV top left, and we have barrack from Frank and power plant near Ed's. So I think they were too late in the chat
True.
to swap. So right now the players are mining dips and we are waiting for the war factories to come up. And looks like Ed is blocking Matt's placement for war factory at bottom right with his dog.
Yeah.
Managed.
True.
And we have 2 drones, 1 drone from Ed and 1 from Jeen sneaking around from the middle. And Jeen is going 0 from his war factory.
You went 0, yeah, right?
And looks like Ed, he managed to drone one of Ed's grizzly tanks and now is making pullbacks trying to defend. Meanwhile, we have Jeen going top right with his rhino tanks, and Jeen has still his drone and very nice kill from Ed's sentry run. So Matt is building AFC in Jeen's base.
Jeen's base, correct.
So we have 3 miners from Frank and 3 miners from Ed, 3 miners from Jeen, and 4 miners from Matt right now.
So Matt is moving his MCV. At the same time, there are rhinos coming in from Ed from the top.
And Jeen is trying to move his MCV as well to our second level to get the ore patch. Looks like Ed has only 3 miners. He's behind in miners. And now he's making a ref, so he has 4 miners now. And Matt is deploying his paradrop next to his MCV for defense. And we have Frank coming in with his paradrop as fodder in Jeen's base. And Jeen is trying to pull down. And Matt is helping him with rocketeers and full bobs.
I love the defenses from Matt and Jeen, and no anti-air from Frank.
And Matt Doofus, he's one of the best players 2 vs 2 of all times. I played him in X-Wiz R2 Flame games, and he's a very strong player. This is his backyard 2 vs 2. He knows how to play. It looks very easy when he plays, but it's quite different when you try to do it yourself. So Matt is no doubt one of the best players of all times. And we have Jeen,
And Jeen
very
going
nice
in.
tank control,
From
and
Jeen,
Ed
yep.
has lost some rhinos, and now Matt is pressing Ed, going back and forth from the right side. So we have 6 miners from Frank, and we have 4 miners from Ed, and 6 miners from Matt at this time. And Frank is trying to press Jeen from left side using his rocketeers as well, and very nice
Very
deployment
nice
from
so. KFC goes
Look
down.
at that. Frank, his prison tanks are low HP now because of that desolator, and Frank is trying to do something, but Jeen's defending very well. He has 3 flag tracks and lots of rhino tanks and desolators as well.
Going on. A lot of pressure
Looks
from
like
all 4
Doofus,
players. Yeah.
I think Ed he sold. No, I think Frank he sold his MCV from top right. So it means they are going all in. But selling the MCV at this time was a very bad idea, and you can look at that. They are getting out-aimed heavily, Frank and Ed, and there's no way they can come back from this. Frank with his last try with his rocketeers, and he's trying to retreat now because Jeen is sending 3 flag tracks and forcing Frank to go back. And Matt is picking up lots of Frank's miners. So it looks like Jeen and Matt has won this game. So the score will be 3-3, I think.
That's right.
And the series is best of 9, so hopefully we can get 4-4 till the end, the last game, so we can get more games. So it looks like Jeen is ulting Frank's Ore Factory, and there's not much Ed can do anymore. He has MCV, but he has no Ore Factory.
Just gonna be a
It
matter
was
of
very
time.
That was very well played by Matt, and he's showing his skills of why he's one of the best 2 versus 2 players of all times. Well played by all 4 players. They gave it all they had. But I think Frank shouldn't have sold his MCV Lucas, which cost him a lot.
Yeah.
It looks like Ed managed somehow to make his war factory again, and he's making cannon, flag, counter maps, rocketeers, but he's getting outaimed and Frank just quit. War factory, no MCV, nothing left. So this has turned into 1-on-2 situation, and it's only a matter of time before Ed loses as well.
Yeah. Start selling, and we have a tight series.
Yeah, no doubt. It was a very good game. Well played. Looks like we have a new map, the Divide Freeze Over, made by Distant Q.
Distant Q, legendary map maker.
Yeah, no doubt about that. He's made so many good maps before Doofus. It's always a pleasure to watch them all over again. And I know almost all of them. Jungle Vietnam, Golden State Valley, Thin Ice, Tiger Bay, and Yellowstone, Bite Conquer. So lots of maps made by Josh.
Mm.
So we have top left Jeen, and we have top right Ed, and bottom right way too high who's Matt, and bottom left Frank.
So we have cross spawns, right?
Yes, we have
Okay.
top left Jeen, and we have Matt bottom right. So this is Connor's
Corners.
So right now the players are capturing their balls, and all 4 players they are mining their gyms, but Jeen, his ref is far from his gyms, top left, so his miner is taking lots of time going towards the gyms. Meanwhile at top right and Matt and Frank they have made their ref next to all.
Yeah. Did he place the
So it
barracks
looks
at
like
the wrong side, maybe, from the MCV? Should have placed it
yeah,
on the left?
yeah, that's true.
Mm.
So we have drones from Ed and Jeen, and Ed he has a drone top left sneaking around. Meanwhile, Jeen is making 2 drones, so he's going madman style, going drones. So it looks like Jeen is making his rhinos now, and he's losing one of his drones as well. It was a very bad news for Jeen because he's lost both of his drones and is getting doubled now, 1-on-2 situation, top left. Jeen is losing his war factory, and Matt is trying to go top right, but Doofus, you can see Matt is not able to do much damage.
No,
Top
only
right,
2 Grizzlies, yeah.
exactly. So looks like Frank and Ed they're leading at this time. Very nice teamwork, Doofus, from Frank and Ed. And looks like Frank has sold his MCV Doofus once again. Bot left.
That's true. After the AFC, he sold his MCV, and Ed keeping the pressure on Jeen. Jeen is able to
Yep.
get his war factory back up, but he's gonna face a large army from Ed coming in.
And Jeen is broke and his miners are going miles away from his ref.
Bringing out the Tesla troopers as well. The tanks will go down, and
It looks
Frank
like
will take down
Jeen
the
is
war
losing his
factory
war
again.
factory.
And the
And
ore refinery.
he managed somehow make that ref once again, Jeen, but he's way behind. And Ed is killing Jeen's oil as well, top left. And he's driving towards Tesla troopers, but he's not retreating. So we have no war factory from Jeen, and Ed has lots of Rhino tanks.
Ed is also attacking Matt.
Yeah, that's right. And so it looks like Dean's war factory is up again, but he has no Rhino tanks at all, so he can't assist his teammate, bottom right.
Now
And
they will double team Matt.
looks like Matt has sold his MCV as well, and this has turned into 1-on-2 situation. Frank and Ed are 1-on-2 doubling versus Matt. Matt is trying to survive, but there's not much he can do. Frank, he has no IV at this point, but he managed to kill
The war
Matt's
factory.
war factory, and Matt has no barrack or war factory left. He has only AFC. So it looks like Doofus, Ed, and Frank are going to take this game. And Matt has a sneaky para drop in Frank's base, and it's AFK.
Oh, there he goes. But it's too late. Frank will clean it up.
Matt could have taken that war factory out, but he was AFK, as you mentioned, so that's unfortunate. It looks like Jeen managed to drone Ed's miner and is using a few rhinos to harass Ed. It looks like Ed has only 2 miners left, and Frank and Jeen, he has 5 miners. He knows Doofus, he has to do something because Matt has nothing left. He's losing his only AFC, so no more barrack, AFC, war factory.
Desolator out for
From
Ed to take care of these infantry.
Yes, Desolators, they are very strong and powerful units, and very nice for defense as well. So the score is 4-3, I think, Doofus.
It
Or
will be
Frank,
4-3 for Frank, yep.
So they're on match point, which means Jeen and Matt are on pressure to win next game. Otherwise, yeah. Because if they lose one more game, they have lost the series. So they are under pressure to do something next.
Next game they have to win it, otherwise they're out. That's correct path.
So right now we're waiting for Frank and Ed to finish Jeen off. He's trying to hold on with his desolators, but he's quitting now.
Player defeated.
Yep, there we go, boys. 4-3 for Frank and Ed.
That was a very nice game on Divide Freeze Over. Well played by all 4 players. But Frank and Ed did much better, I would say, compared to Matt and Jeen. because of their teamwork from the start.
Caverns of Siberia. Match point for Frank and Ed. Score it 4-3.
So it looks like we're going to watch another masterpiece of Josh Disenque, Caverns of Siberia, which is a very nice map.
Player defeated.
Ed will be top left and Frank
A new follower.
will be bottom right.
Yes, so it
So we
looks
have
like
corners
Frank,
again.
and Frank has asked to swap.
Yep, they're gonna swap. So Frank's gonna build in Ed's base and Ed's gonna build in Frank's base. And bottom
Right.
left we have Matt, and top right we have Jeen. Beba Bam, thank you for the follow.
So right now the players are mining their gems and we're waiting for the war factories to come up and wait and see their first move, whether they are going for rush or long game.
What do you think they will do?
I think Matt and Jeen, they're going to rush this game.
Let's see.
It looks like Ed is rushing and is spamming conscripts now towards Matt's base. Lots of connies from Ed. And Jeen is making drone and sending towards Ed's base at bottom right. Meanwhile, Frank is going 0 from his war factory. Very nice drone kill from Ed.
Everybody goes 0.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Carnies and Rhinos arrive from Ed into Matt's base.
And we have Frank coming in as well from top left. So this is currently
Yep, double teaming again. Yep.
Yes. And Matt lost at least one miner. He almost lost his second miner. And Ed is losing a miner in his base because Jeen has arrived. And I think Doofus, Jeen is going to get another miner of Ed.
Looks like it. Drone doesn't work. Second miner goes down. Yep.
And
Frank
looks
sells.
Like, yes, and Ed sells as well. And it looks like Jeen is in trouble. He's losing. This might be 5-3 Red and Frank, but so Ed is out of the game. He has no war factory, no MCV, only barrack left.
Same for Jeen. Jeen losing his war factory and barracks. This is going to be a tight game again. Now they're going in on Frank, top left.
And Matt is going top left, trying to kill Frank's war factory.
Frank is broke. He's not going to be able to save the war factory. This is going to be a close one.
It looked like Frank and Ed were going to win, but tables have turned around now, and it looks like Ed and Frank might lose this.
Oh, Frank has a lot of tanks in Matt's base.
Matt has few IVs he's trying to hold, but Frank has lots of Rusi tanks. It looks like game is turned around once again.
Yeah.
And Ed and Frank are winning 5-3.
Player defeated.
And Matt quits.
And it's all over.
Defeated.
It's 5-3 for Frank and Ed. And they will take the cash prize as well.
That was a very intense game.